what happened last time.
Something about a coin.
On the right
I
track.
remember we were undercover for something, and we're at like some big party event, and trying to convince them or something like that. And then we went out hunting for our own natural ingredients. Oh yeah, I took some cultists, like she said. Almost died from a dire bear because I was Kil'Kash. Ain't no bitch. Went down like 2 or 3 times. Came back. Try to hit on the orc lady while everyone's doing their own business, and then yeah,
Awesome.
something like that.
Yeah, cooking competition is right. Essentially, the way this is working, yeah, y'all ambushed some cultists that were on their way up here, and they had a bunch of strange masks in their possession, different from the normal cultist masks. And it turns out that there's a masquerade going on at this cabin up on top of this mountain. They're playing essentially like this game where they're gonna have a series of competitions, and whoever wins each competition gets a hint as to who has the coin on either team. And after you get 3 hints, and for every hint after that, you can make a guess as to who has the coin. And essentially, whoever guesses correctly first gets the other coin, and that group wins. However, the rules do stipulate that you can't like commit any violence against anybody, but you can cheat. So like stealing is fine. Trying to like mess up with people's plans is fine. But if you get caught cheating, it's a 2-hint penalty. And then if you falsely accuse the other person of cheating and you can't prove it, that also costs a 1-hint penalty. So the first challenge I went out and did is the hunt to gather the ingredients. We're going to come back essentially from that in a second. Long story short, because y'all were able to kill the dire bear and get away moderately safely, y'all won that contest, and y'all are about to use those ingredients that you fetched earlier for cooking. And then the final competition of the night is actually providing entertainment for the party. So that's something to look forward to and start thinking about. All right. Can somebody or can each of y'all maybe describe y'all's mood or how y'all's characters are doing as y'all return to the cabin bloodied from the fight with the dire bear?
I'm going
Except
to
for
go wash.
except for Sony, who I think was across the map, getting herbs or something.
I am going to go clean up real quick, and then while everyone does all the cooking, I'm trying to figure out what to craft with my bear pieces to woo my orc lady.
Okay.
Hey, I'm not a cooker, all right. I'm a romance man.
Fair. Anybody else?
Ava will probably do something similar. She'll go in and get clean up. But I think she's going to hang out in the room and just relax on the bed.
Okay. Y'all are each going back to y'all's quarters back here in 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. I forgot
I'll
about
just
the fish head.
keep
I think he
track.
put it in his bag. I think it's just rotting in there, right?
Probably.
Fermented fish, perfect delicacy.
I'll just keep track of things with my rat.
I'll go clean up and then start prepping the food. What did we all get?
Dire meat. I think we got a couple
Fish,
some
herbs,
herbs.
mushrooms.
Yep.
Did we get mushrooms?
Yeah, y'all were able to get some.
Okay.
Y'all
I think that was about it, to be
for your
honest.
proteins, you had fish and the meat
Dire
from
meat.
the dire bear. And then you had some herbs and spices essentially that you can use to sweeten it up. And then you had mushrooms as well.
Okay. By the way, do I get
Party.
inspiration from that recap?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
I think that's all we got. It's just the fish, meat, and then the herbs and shrooms. I think that's all we got.
I'm double checking the map to see if I put anything else on it because I think y'all found most everything. No, it was just the fish, herbs, and mushrooms. Actually, I don't even know that y'all got. Oh, you did get one set of mushrooms. Y'all missed the other one though. So you've got a few mushrooms. Um, okay. Anybody else want to describe how their characters are when they're coming back?
Nobody's typing. She's Stephen Hawking's right now.
Okay. That sounds good. So as y'all return, I'm gonna say that I don't know why it keeps auto showing movement. Has y'all's changed now to where it automatically shows
Yeah,
a
you can
bar
turn it off
moving?
if you want. It's a
Thank God.
setting.
How do you turn that off? Because oh my
Um,
God.
I think it's in the settings under graphics. No. Character sheet settings? No.
Oh, we'll figure it out later. As you'll return, the other group has beat y'all back, seeing as they weren't bloodied by that fight. Um,
It's under
there's
the
two
measurement.
tables under measurement. There's two tables set up in the essentially the entry hall, and they've got a stack of fish, some herbs, as well as some mushrooms that they were able to find. But when y'all come in lugging that sack of dire meat and throw it on the table, Kil'Kash, I assume you just kind of throw it on the table and then leave to go start washing off?
Yeah, I throw it on the table. I look at them. And I look at my orc lady, do a wink, and then I go to the showers.
Okay, she seems quite unimpressed, but Trepson, the four-armed creature, uh, seems extremely irritated by the fact that y'all brought back more than they did, and he goes like storming out of the room and leaves. But the rest sort of look at everything that y'all have pulled together, um, and then the dwarf steps forward with the white dragon mask, and he looks and he goes, "Well, it seems you all have won this first round. Are y'all ready for the hint now, or would you like to wait for later?"
Uh,
That's a good question. Yeah, we can get it now, I suppose.
Okay. He says, "For your first hint, I can tell you that the holder of the coin has neither 4 arms nor 4 legs."
Okay.
but it ain't the fat man.
Wait, did we just gather supplies for the kitchen, or are we cooking it?
Y'all gather supplies. Y'all are gonna cook it now, so we'll fast forward into the night a little bit. Everybody's gotten cleaned up. The materials have been moved to the kitchen. And Squeeb, when you enter the kitchen now, you see that like very nice equipment has been set up in here. You just came from the swamp where like everything was shit and awful. This is like a 5-star kitchen ready for you, and you've got all the ingredients prepared before you, which while they're sparse and not exactly luxury ingredients, like everything around you has been prepared for essentially like a very nice and successful dinner.
Woo.
Is anybody else gonna help Squeeb with the cooking?
Oh, help.
No. Get your
Ava can
fish
help.
head
Yeah.
away.
Ava can
Leaving in
help.
bed.
She can deal with any fire.
Prepping
Okay.
rats.
I could deal with the heavy lifting.
Heavy lifting. We just have meat.
Heavy lifting.
Okay, the orc woman
There's too
and
many cooks in the
trying to
kitchen.
remember
Get
her
out.
name is
No.
Kusfia wearing the mouse mask, and then Talis wearing the crow mask are in there cooking on their side.
All right, there's 4
Sony's
pieces
ritual
of
casting to
here.
resummon a rat.
More rat meat for the rat bread.
Oh my goodness, it's a rat army. With Sir Tom as the
It sends them
commander.
all up to in the kitchen to start running around. You're like, oh, you call this a kitchen? Gross. Pull the whole
Gotta-
rat bread thing again and just shut down the cabin.
Gotta remake the scene in Ratatouille and put him on Muffin's head to start
Put him under the
controlling him.
fish hat.
Okay, so who all is on what duty? Squeeb, I'll
I
take it since
can.
you're the main chef. You can sort of like appoint roles if you'd like.
Alright, who wants to... Alright, Muffin, you're the bus boy. You're cleaning up.
Nah,
to everyone.
not happening.
He just leaves. He's like, oh well, I'm not doing that.
Alright, well, we have 2 main meats, or 2 main proteins, so... Ava, why don't you clean the fish, and I'll clean the dire meat, and
Okay.
Kil'Kash look pretty.
Kil'Kash look pretty, yep.
I'll
I'm sure I
I'll
can
go
clean
on-
the fish.
I'll go in one part of the kitchen while everyone's doing that. Like I'll sit there and try to experiment and
Here, you know what
work
you
on
can
my-
do? Here's a whole
What?
bunch of unmixed spices. Can you crush them with your fist?
smash.
Into a bowl.
Okay.
Also, here's some meat. Go tenderize this. Go beat your meat.
Okay. Go to the
Go
corner.
beat the
piece of
meat. Is Ray there as well? Seb is here, right? I think I heard.
she's here.
Yes.
Are you in the kitchen helping out, or are you somewhere else?
I was here, but then Squeeb said there were too many people here.
Here, Ray, you can be taste tester and different combinations of things.
But yes.
I'll just be
best job.
seasoning the fish and the dire meat and see what tastes better in like little batches.
Yeah, so let's do some skill checks for everybody. And then Sony, I'd also like to know, are you actually doing your ritual summon at this time, or like this would be a good time to potentially do some sleuthing about. Squeeb, let's get a sleight of
yes,
hand
sir.
check for you
Sleight of hand.
with advantage, because you're good at cooking. And then Muffin, I'm gonna need an athletics check from you.
Do I get
And
advantage?
no.
16.
From Ava, let's also do sleight of hand for cleaning the fish.
23.
$17.
Okay, wow, y'all knocked that out of the park. So everything is cut extremely cleanly. Kil'Kash is able to tenderize the meat appropriately, where the fat's all sort of nice and distributed through it. Let's move on to the next part. You said you're going to do some seasoning and stuff.
Yeah, smash up some seasonings and grind and stuff with my fists.
Let's just do Squeeb on this one. Squeeb, can you give me? I'm trying to think what it would be like with cooking.
Strength check.
Definitely not.
Nature or medicine.
I was
maybe?
thinking like medicine.
I was gonna say maybe performance, maybe.
No, because that's more like a visual performance. Yeah, let's do medicine since it's like herbs and stuff, and again with advantage since you're a chef.
My wisdom.
10 is enough. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna give it, since we have a taste tester in here. Ray, can you give me? Let's do an investigation check on the quality of what you've got in front of you.
I'm trying to find it. All my tabs got closed out, and oh my gosh, dog's being crazy.
If you get over a 10, Squeeb gets one more roll at medicine check. If you roll over 15, he'll get another 2 rolls, like with advantage. If you get under a 10, you're just gonna say it's good as it is, and he moves forward with the 10 he had.
How do I pull up the little mini character sheet that I can like click on it? Cause I can...
The middle button with the book.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
and
like
then I click on my
journal.
character, but it's like, well, I guess I can just see what you said. Investigation, right? I could
Yes.
just do D20.
Yeah, if you know what your investigation is, you can also just roll it.
19.
19.
19. Okay. You get another 2 rolls to try and make it better.
Hooray.
He takes a taste of it, and Ray, essentially, as you put it into your mouth, you're like, oh, it could be a bit better.
Nat 20 for one of the rolls.
Well, I was going to take it as the 18 and the 3.
Oh, that's fine.
So, I mean, 18 is much better, though. So you adjust your seasonings appropriately to the point where you get it and you think it's just right. Right, with that, everybody's going to go ahead and get ready for dinner. So y'all have a short break where everybody's going to go back to the rooms, unless there's anything y'all would like to do in the kitchen beforehand.
I would like to maybe do some brewing so everyone has like drinks if it's good enough.
Okay. Let's do a nature check on that.
Nature or
Nature or medicine, whichever you prefer.
nature because it's my highest one.
Okay.
Can I reroll that?
6? No, unless you want to use advantage, or unless you want to use inspiration.
Exactly. That's bad.
Oh, okay.
I will make
I
some good
thought you
brews.
were just asking if you could like re-roll just for
No,
shits
no,
and
no,
gigs.
no,
I'm
no,
like, no.
No. People won't shut up at Discord. Okay, that's better.
21. All right. You having tasted a little bit of what's coming with dinner as well, you perfectly pair some ale that you used using some of the ingredients in the kitchen, as well as some of the herbs and fruits you're able to sort of pick up as you've been traveling.
Hell yeah. Anyone got some ice breath to make sure it's nice and chilled?
I think somebody does.
I think they're a little busy
Summoning rats right now.
preparing the entertainment.
I need a side quest.
If I
Alright.
can warm it.
No.
I can melt the pot.
No.
Just use your acid breath on the bottom of it, and it's all falls on the floor. It's just wasted.
There's Kil'Kash licking it up.
My beer.
All right. All right. With that, y'all have prepared your meal. It looks like the other side has prepared theirs as well. In fact, Kil'Kash, I assume since you're checking out the orc lady constantly, you look over. They've got quite a fine meal prepared. It seems like she, in particular, might be. Actually, why don't you give me a perception check?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay, 1 second. What's my perception? Okay. 19.
Yeah, you get the sense that she does this quite often, as like she seems very comfortable in the kitchen and has done a very good job preparing the meal.
Oh yeah.
All right, with that, y'all head back to your rooms. I assume at this point some of y'all would have shuffled into the room below, but some of y'all probably would have shuffled into the room that Thesera's in right now. Thesera, you want to let us know what's been going on in there?
Wow, there's so many rats.
Rats. We are the rats.
She's training a bunch of rats. Did you use a spell to summon those? Can you post that in the chat? Because Find Familiar will only ever allow you to have the one. I assume it's summon woodland creatures or something like that.
I think it's conjure animals.
Conjure animals.
Yeah.
Level 3 spell, damn.
So she can summon 8 little rats, I guess.
Yeah, did you look up what the rats are, if they're, what CR they are?
Are they a fourth or a half?
I could see them being a half, but they might be a fourth. Okay. I'm gonna
Chicken.
real quick. The rat. Because you'd be surprised. CR0? Where does it say? Not even seeing there. I've been seeing the challenge rating on there. Oh yeah, CR0. There you go. Giant rats are CR 1/8. So you can have 8 giant rats.
Oh, why is there a big rat?
Or apparently as a swarm of rats is a CR 1/4. You have
Nice.
8 swarms of rats. Jesus Christ. If that's the case, you know what? Have however many rats you want. Like you tell me the number and you've got that many rats for a 3rd level spell. Keep in mind you will have to train them all. Rat swarms. Okay. I was gonna say, Squeeb, yeah, you open the door to check on what Thesera's up to, and like almost the
It's a
entire
sea.
floor is just like rats.
It's a sea of rats.
They're all up on their hind legs, looking at Thesera at the other end of the room, who's like trying to like imitate some dance moves, and they're all just sort of on their back paws, staring up at her.
Mm.
And then, of course, I'm gonna assume, Sonny, you've also got your summon Nathaniel, who's like trying to do the dance for them as well. Like y'all are paired up on. Maybe he's up on one of the tables in the corner. Sir Tom, he's up on the corner on the table, mimicking your dance moves, trying to teach these rats what to do. Exactly, like he's the cheerleader. Okay, so y'all are still working on that. The rest of y'all go back to the rooms. Y'all have a quick break to potentially do some other activities. Does anybody want to do anything else during their break, or do y'all just want to rest?
Yeah, I'd like to rest.
Let's go put the finishing touches on the food.
Okay. It is going to be a short rest if anybody does want to restore any of their hit points
Yes, I do
or
need some
abilities or anything like
refreshing.
that.
My health is perfect again. Oh wait.
Yep, short rest.
I got 2 hit die left. 1d12 plus
Eat.
2d12. So I restore 13 health. Hooray, I'm up to 20. I'm out of hit die.
Back to 50.
I like
Alright.
hardly anything for health after that die bear because I think you guys had to pick me up twice.
Yes. Because you've fallen over.
Can't help it. I'm the
Alright.
real winner here.
I think every time you could very much prevent what had happened.
Is anybody resting in the room down here? I assume most people. Well, y'all care would feel free to explore, but who all is like staying in this room?
I'm staying in there, but I'm gonna be moving around with my rat.
Okay. Can you give me a perception check?
Oh
A nat
my
20.
god.
2 nat 20s, come on.
Damn.
There goes
Damn.
all of my 20s
All
for
of your luck.
today.
Um, in the corner of the room, you see this like really nice, this really nice armor like one of those like you see pictures in like old English castles of like the suits of armor that are just kind of like standing on their own.
Mm-hmm.
There's just one like it's a set of armor just stood up in the corner. Uh, you swear that you saw its like head move while you were moving around the room at one point in time, and like you get this sense that you're being watched.
Hmm.
But
Is this
anytime
our
you
room
go and
or no?
investigate it closer, it seems to just be just a set of armor.
Is this our room or no?
I'll put that to. It's yeah, this is y'all's room.
Okay. I like to go up. I'm going to investigate. I want to take off the helmet from the full suit.
Okay. Give me a let's call it just a raw strength check.
For sakes.
Wow.
Yeah, uh,
Damn, where's
Ava,
How
that
far
nat
was the
20 I
nat
needed?
20s?
we all love Ava for her charisma and her dexterity, but eh, Squeeb, you sort of open the door and she's up on her tiptoes in the corner, like trying to stay on balance as she's trying to reach up and grab this like hulking set of armor, the helmet off the top of it. Her hands keep slipping as it's like too heavy and she's trying to pick it up. Um, give me give me an acrobatics check.
I heard a weakling in here. What's going on?
As he opens the door, he sort of startles you, and you fail to get the helmet off. But as you fall back, you're able to at least gracefully catch yourself
Do a little
from
backflip.
tripping. Yeah, you can do a little backflip and sort of just be like, just just doing some practicing.
Just stretching.
Yeah, can you get that?
All right, I'm leaving.
No, come back, come back. Get your ass over here.
Huh?
Can you get the top helmet off for me, please?
I need to put on some armor. Sure.
No, just the helmet I need.
All right, I took off the helmet.
Okay, give me a strength check.
Drunk.
Nat 0.
17.
Squeeb, you don't have to get up on your tiptoes, but you sort of place your big dragonborn palms on either side of it, and you try
Just
to
grab it
lift
with
it
one
off
hand.
off the top of this like armor set, and it is not budging. Like when you're
Dang.
trying to open a pickle jar, that sense that like I'm getting a little bit of movement, but like it's not going anywhere.
I snap its neck.
Nothing happens.
Well, I've
Need
done
some
all I
muscle
can do.
around here.
I think I know someone who can help me. That's okay if you can't get it. I'm going on a journey.
All right. Thesera, Stephen Hawking's, we need you. We need your strength. Come here.
Ray, Ray,
Your or
can I borrow you for a
I'll
moment?
bust open the door.
yeah.
Kil'Kash, we need
Come
you
here.
for strength.
Come here.
Huh?
No,
Oh.
it's
I'm gonna
okay.
say y'all only get
Kil'Kash.
one more chance at it. Whoever y'all want to pick.
Kil'Kash,
Do
get
you
your ass in
do you
here.
have a spell for like
A
detect
rule of
magic
three.
or something like that?
Yeah, I was about to say. I
I think there's something up with this this suit of
Mm.
armor. It feels like it's watching me,
I
and I
heard my
don't like
name.
that, especially
Who
when I
needs me?
strip.
Well,
No,
Yeah.
no, you're
there's
not
a-
needed.
there's a lot
Heard
of
my name.
It's a
What's
perverted
needed?
set of suit of armor.
I'm gonna go check out how you crush this spices over here.
I thought I already crushed him.
I know, but you have a whole bunch of other ones over
Squeeb, you
here.
see that he actually did a excellent job.
Holy crap, these are a fine powder. Good job, Kil'Kash.
Ray, what is it you want to do to interact with
Alright.
the suit of armor?
Psst,
to
Kil'Kash.
cast detect magic.
Okay. Are you casting it as a ritual or just casting it?
Just casting it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that suit it's definitely magical. I believe you also get what school it is.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I read it if I need to.
let me check real quick.
Um,
It's going to be conjuration.
Sense the presence of magic. See a faint aura of any visible thing that's bearing it, and then there's school of magic. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's the entire suit is like radiating magic from the conjuration school.
Can I have pocket ground pepper? Pocket sand.
Yeah, it looks like it's conjuration magic. Did you see it do something weird?
Yeah, it's watching me in a very
Watching
strange
you.
way.
Hmm. I wonder if it's just this room that has it. If it's all of them, that's weird.
It's like it's
Remind me what's the radius on your detect magic?
30 feet.
You get the sense that like there's some other things within range that are magical as well. None in this room, but you get the sense that there's several magical items throughout sort of this
Jeez.
mansion.
What a range.
I'd like to investigate it.
Okay. The other one.
And in a way that maybe doesn't tip off whoever is watching us or like the rest of the people around.
Okay. I'm assuming he's in here now. He'd probably still be in here. So you tell Ava that the suit is magic. You get this sense that like that's not the only thing nearby that's magic. Um, do you want to tell any of that to Ava, or are you just gonna go investigate by yourself? What's the plan?
I'm gonna say I tell her the school of magic, and I want to say from her looking at me, and I'll kind of nod my head to the door without saying anything, and have her kind of pick up on that we're about to go do some sleuthing.
Okay.
All right, I'm just gonna look back at the pseudo and be like, "You little perverts!"
Like, that's just weird. I guess it's just a suit that's stuck together. That's kind of crazy. And then just like
All right.
walk out the room.
Shame on
Okay.
you for spying on some ladies changing.
You sense a large concentration of conjuration magic in this room.
What's that weird
Oh.
noise?
So we'll say this is like 15 minutes later. Sony, how far are y'all into the dance routine? I think all the rats are starting to get a hold of it. How are things going?
Oh my gosh.
I don't know if she had to get up or not, maybe. Regardless, the other one you
She
get
typed.
seems to be in this main room.
I pause the door and go, I think I'm gonna go this way.
Okay. When you go back into the main room, you see Nori, the dwarf, standing on the other end of the room. And he's sort of over at this table over here, seemingly reading through some papers. And when you come in, he turns around and looks at you all and says, "Oh, are y'all finding the accommodations quite proper? We did spend quite a bit of time getting ready for this event."
A very, very lovely place. We've been enjoying just exploring in between preparing our food.
Could do without the perverts, in my opinion, but
Um, Ray, the other sense of magic you were getting seems to be coming from this statue by the stairs of a gargoyle. You also sense some strong conjuration magic there.
Wait, where is it in the main room? Oh, that I'm
Right
right
next
next
to
to.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It sits there motionless. Unlike the statue, which Ava says was sort of tracking her, this one truly seems inert, but you get the sense of magic from it, no, regardless.
mhm. It catches my eye, but with him talking to me, I keep my eyes moving to not look
Okay.
too knowledgeable.
Can you give me a deception check?
Mm.
Well, this is I love to bring the curtain down sometimes. He rolled a nat one, so despite your sort of lackluster attempt at deception as you continue a conversation, he seems just so proud of himself for this event that he just continues rambling on about. Oh yes, and the accommodations up here. You know, the we've had several leaders of the cult. We had Resmir come through here recently. We're always happy to host people here. Truly, this is we think one of our finer destinations. And he just will not shut up about how proud. Like you, pride is probably like the greatest of this man's sins.
Oh yes, please continue on.
And he just
Conversation,
smiles
eh?
and he continues to just ramble on about the amenities and the hunting grounds nearby. And he just like, uh, yeah, Ray
This
feels
poor
very,
rat.
very trapped into this conversation.
I'll
This
come
rat
forward
feels
and
bad.
I'll kind of try and take his focus as being the main converser and let her give her like a little shoe so she can go about. Oh yes, please tell me more. How often do you get people here? Like how often do you throw events and get more into it?
Ray, as you moved closer to him originally, your range also captured that the other statue in the room seems to be magical as well. But
I
with that, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say as she's like talking to him, is there anything past him if I wanted to like walk through like over to like his left or
Uh,
whatever?
nothing within range. You do get the sense that there's some magical things upstairs, which nobody's been to yet. But obviously, those are very much out of sight.
Mm. How do or am I at like the base of the stairs to go up?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I go up there? I'm assuming I might find kind of just
He
the same stuff.
he sees you beginning to venture up the stairs, and he says, "Oh, a moment. We'll be heading upstairs later, but for now, we'd like to keep everybody to the main floor, if that's all right. Dinner should be prepped here in a few minutes."
Okay. Mm. And I'll step back. I'll kind of assume that everything else I'm feeling is probably the same as the armor we saw. Now I'll start to retreat back the way I came.
Okay. Um, with that, why don't we go ahead and move to dinner then? And dinner is going to be served upstairs. I think. Let me make sure.
He wants to know if you can help finish brewing my ale.
I assume you already finished that. It's
Yeah.
done pretty well. Um,
Here, get some
so let
chilled mugs.
they go ahead and let y'all know that everybody's going to be getting ready to head upstairs for the dinner. Go ahead and bring whatever it is you need for your entertainment, and then the last part of essentially the scoring for the meal will be the presentation of it and obviously how good it tastes. So
Can
if
I
y'all
ask?
would all move upstairs, y'all are going to be
Can I,
meeting in room number 20 here if y'all want to drop your characters in there.
can I ask them if there's any chilled mugs laying around?
Yeah, pretty much anything you would want, they have.
I whispered to the orc lady, I like, hey, is there any chilled mugs around here? I need quite a few for one for everyone.
She points you over to a cabinet in the corner. Says, "Oh yeah, there should be some mugs in there. It's next to the wall, so it should be a bit chilly, but unfortunately, we don't have anything to sort of chill them other than that."
Thank you. Wherever she pointed, I'm just gonna sit here, grab the mugs, and I come back. Rats come out during their feast.
Okay. In fact, why don't we kind of y'all can sit on opposite sides. We'll do something like that. All right. So with that, you'll have already made all the rolls for preparing the meal. Good job with that. Squeeb, last call on anything you want to do in terms of how you're presenting the meal, both in terms of like plating or if y'all do anything fancy to like as y'all bring it out.
Not too sure. I could have everybody like come and grab a dish and put it in front of them. I could introduce the meal.
Okay, why don't you do that?
Alright.
Yeah, go ahead and tell me what you would say, and then I'll give you a check.
Describe the two dishes that we have here. We have the dire meat roast. It is rubbed with crushed herbs and spices and slow roasted, and has some caramelized mushrooms soaking up all the beef fat. And then on the side here, we have something lighter. We have a pan-seared fish, salted and put in a hot skillet so that the skin is crispy, and it's stuffed with crushed herbs and different spices as well. And to go along with that, we have Kil'Kash's ale, if you want to describe that, Kil'Kash. I
Worked
guess he doesn't.
very hard on this ale. You know, this is probably some of my finest work. I craft all the ale on my own to become a expert craftsman in this field, and I hope you all enjoy it.
Awesome, y'all did a great job. How about each of y'all give me a performance check with advantage?
Oh, shit.
Check with advantage. Fuck.
Here we go again.
Perform.
13.
16. With advantage.
Woof. Well, anyway, you lost all your luck.
You got one more roll, Muffin.
It was just Squeeb and Kil'Kash anyway.
Oh, okay. I was just like, performance. What?
Performatively sit at the table. Muffin,
got
you
one
got to
more
roll
roll.
one more.
Oh,
It was with advantage.
12.
Okay.
So 13.
I mean, you add a little bit, Muffin, with your description of the ale that you've paired with it, but everybody seems to be really wowed by all the preparation and your description of the meal. Everybody's sort of salivating, getting ready to enjoy it. Trepson, the forearm troll, steps forward and tells you essentially about their meal, that they've essentially created a salad with some of the vegetables that they found and herbs, and that they essentially did this fish with sort of a honey glaze that they've made. Let me see how much he wows y'all. Would you believe it? I rolled 2 nat ones in a row.
Yeah.
While his meal looks delicious in front of you, like it's been prepared extremely well at Muffin, as you saw, like the preparation that Kusfia did earlier. Trepson does an absolute butcher job of describing it. He's like, yeah, you got the meats, the green stuff, and the sticky stuff on the meat stuff. Enjoy.
Beautiful.
All right. I'm just gonna go ahead and say y'all got more successful and better rolls than they did on their checks, so y'all are going to win that one again. Would y'all like to ask them any questions or have any dialogue sort of with them over dinner, or would y'all just like to go ahead and get another hint?
Wow, we won already.
Cassie, oh my god.
I
Like,
had
it was too easy. It was too easy.
So are we eating theirs, or are we eating off of our own plate
Yeah,
too?
you're eating their sticky meat.
Oh, okay.
Mm,
You start choking.
whose meat?
Get out of my ear.
Can we donate to the rat army?
The rep party
It's
will
really-
begin shortly. Is there anything y'all would like to ask them of course, I'll say, I keep forgetting his name, Nori, uh, sees Ava across the table and begins to regale her once again of the many amenities and features of of the mansion here, and begins asking other people around the table, like, "Oh, and did you see we had a hot tub around the back, and we offered
Oh my goodness,
discounts
a
on
hot tub!
weekends?" And
Oh my god,
he,
I would love to have a tour. You know, that way you can explain to in detail all the amenities.
he looks ecstatic, and he's like, "Oh, of course, we would love to do that." Pegasus over here, he points to a guy who had introduced himself earlier as Captain Othelstan. Um, he's like, "Oh, he can take you on a tour around the grounds. I think he'd be best for that."
Perfect.
Trepson is absolutely devouring y'all's meal, not saying anything. In the middle here, you have the person in the crow mask who introduced herself as Talis, the half elf woman. She just seems to sort of be like meekly, as like Nori is yelling next to her, just sort of meekly enjoying her meal. Uh, Kusvia is absolutely tearing it apart, seemingly enjoying it quite a bit. Uh, and Kil'Kash, I'll give you this. She gives you some eyes and gives you like a little okay symbol. She's like, "Great ale." Meanwhile,
I
on
say
the very
that.
end of the
Yes.
table, real quick, what is it? Othelstan over here, Pegasus, just sort of nods over at Nori. He's like, "Yes, yes, we can arrange a tour later if that's what people would like." But otherwise, he seems very gruff and doesn't seem to really be enjoying anything. Muffin, how is it you reacted?
Like I try to be polite, you know, like nod my head a little bit. I was like, "Thank you," and then in my head I was like, "Yes, point one for Kil'Kash."
Lovely. Well, with y'all winning that, they do provide you with the second hint that the leader of their group is the coin holder.
Okay.
With that, why don't we get to who's the leader? Well, that is the question. Um,
Well, it's not the guy with 4 arms and 4 legs.
it's not that idiot. uh, with that, let's go to the performance round then. Uh, Sony, I think your time has come.
Da-da, da-da.
What does an earthquake sound like? Rumble. Okay. The house begins to sort of shake as you begin your performance. Yes, as Squeeb says, rumble, rumble, rumble. Also, is anybody aware of what's going on in advance, or do y'all just have like, for those of you who had stepped in the room and seen what was going on, like you kind of have an idea?
I got full faith in her.
I'm drinking, so I'm not paying attention.
Oh no, people are still enjoying like their food and drink. There's definitely still food in here. Y'all are meant to be like entertaining as a portion of the meal. Okay, swarms of rats sort of come through the archway
They're
near
flooding.
the end of the room.
It's just enough.
You're like beatboxing, kind of, or like what people would do with a pencil on their desk, like in high school, where you just sort of like. Boom, ch, ch. Oh, sorry, I scared my cats. Okay, roughly how many rats would you say are in the swarm? Okay, like 50 rats. Got it. Sir Tom is up on the table. Your sort of celestial familiar. Was Rathaniel somebody else at Ava? Is that Ava's familiar? Yours didn't have a name, did you? You just had your owl, your rat,
He
different
didn't
things.
have a name. He's just
Was Rathaniel the actual rat at one point that I think y'all got killed or something like that? Okay,
Yeah.
that's why I was like, I vaguely remember Rathaniel being a thing. Okay, yeah, and it got poisoned. That's right. um, okay, so Sir Tom is leading the way. He's up on the table. He starts dancing. As the rats come rushing in, Trepson begins drooling even more strongly than he was when he was eating his meal. And Kusvia jumps up on the table and sort of gives a girly shriek, which looks strange coming out from the very tall, muscular, orcish woman. How do the rest of y'all react as the swarm of rats come in?
I see Sir Tom and I'm just like, oh. Yep, that's what she's been up to.
Just another day in the party.
Yep.
Anybody else
Another
have a strong reaction?
Well, I look over like, oh, rats. And I go back to drinking my ale.
Rats again. Okay, the rats form a pyramid. Is it just like one mass of a pyramid, or are they doing like some acrobatics, sort of like almost like cheerleader stuff? Oh, very cool. All right, the rats are gonna have to give me an acrobatics check. I don't think rats are very dexterous. Um, this is weird because a swarm of rats is just a collection of rats. Um, and having to know how acrobatic a rat is, this is very much D&D. Okay, a singular rat has a dex modifier of 0. Since y'all have been practicing, why don't I give you advantage on it, but it's just going to be a raw d20.
good luck.
Yeah, thank God y'all were practicing earlier.
Oh.
These rats are professional cheerleaders. like you see those ones that are in college. They've been doing it for like a decade at that point. Like they're throwing people up in the air, catching them, and all that kind of stuff. These rats are fully extended, perfectly balanced, creating just the largest pyramid of rats the world has ever seen. Exactly. Like bring it on. It gets ratted on. He's doing the rat dance. Have they moved out of the pyramid? So like, or like they're doing other general acrobatics now? Okay, they hop off the pyramid. Start doing tumbles and flips. I'll allow it. I'll allow it for the nat 20. They do train around the table and leave. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay. With that, let me pull up something real quick. Okay, perfect. With that, they're going to do their performance. And for this one, a couple people step forward. Kusvia is going to dance while Talis sings a song. And she's got a little lute that she's playing on. And Trepsin is going to be juggling in the background. So I'm going to do a couple rolls for them. Does anybody want to engage with them at all while they're doing that?
Just gotta sit here and drink the ale and watch.
What was their reaction to the rat show? They're just like, "Oh, cool, that's crazy."
Oh no, like I said, Sophia jumped up on the table and screamed. So I think it's she kind of hated it. Trepsin on the way out, you think you see him grab a couple rats, break their necks, and slide them into his pockets. And
More
the rest
rat
just
bread
seem
for
sort
tonight.
of unamused.
I want to kind of keep my eye on this guy during their performance.
During y'all's performance? Or during their performance?
During theirs.
Okay. Cool. As they go up, let me see. Do I have? Do not. You see that he it seems he cast a spell at the beginning. And I'm just gonna go ahead and say it because it's not interfering or anything. He's casting thaumaturgy to essentially amplify her voice and make it sound louder as she's singing. And almost like not auto tune it, but like make it sound more sort of angelic. And she does give an absolutely incredible performance, bringing a tear to y'all's eye as she sings about the glory of dragons. Trepsin, on the other hand, who just seems to be our fool for the night, does a horrible job juggling. And I think he reaches into his pocket at one point to try and grab, like, you know how like they'll slowly add balls or like whatever they're juggling at the time. He reaches in to grab like another ball that he's going to start juggling. And since he's so strong, he's literally got these like iron balls that he's juggling that you can see. But then he pulls out one of the rats that he just killed and starts juggling it. And then he realizes that he had the rat, and he just sort of once it lands in his hand. One time he tries to throw it over his shoulder, but he does it so hard that it just splats against the wall behind him. And he just sort of chuckles nervously and continues to start juggling more balls. So he's not doing too great of a job. And then Kushvia, as hard as she tries, her cooking was better than her dancing. She looks nice. Like she's you can tell she's athletic, but she's not exactly graceful. But she looks over to Kil'Kash and gives him a wink as she sort of slides by y'all's table. As far as you were talking about Nori, keeping an eye on him, well, at first he looks entertained by sort of the song and how well it was going, and something obviously cultists would relate to. As he sees Trepson absolutely fumble the bag, and Kusvia start doing a bad job. Not a bad job, just not a great job, especially compared to y'all's nat 20 on the rat performance. He seems to be growing angrier and angrier until eventually Trepson drops one of the balls he has. Since, like I said, they're like giant iron balls. It hits the ground, and he just sort of dramatically just stands up very rapidly from his table with the wooden chair behind him, screeching extremely loudly along the ground, and just leaves the room.
Okay. Okay. Very angry guy.
Yeah, and that's their performance. Yeah. I'll say y'all won that one as well. My rolls have not been very good today, but that works out because we wanted to kind of keep it quick as well. How do y'all react to the various performances? We say Trepson also leaves at this point, pretty embarrassed. Yeah,
Music was good.
Not great.
Dance was okay. Juggling, not very good. All in all, I'd say with it all put together as one big performance, it's mediocre.
Loki at plot armor. Yeah. Y'all rolled really well today. I rolled really poorly. We'll wait till combat happens again. Okay, with that, Kusvia starts moving around and she's picking up plates and stuff and begins to leave. The two that are left now is who was introduced to you as Captain Othelstan and Talis left over. Talis sort of looks at you all and goes, "Well, I suppose you all would like your third hint now, then."
Yes. Wouldn't be too bad to have it now.
Captain Othelstan looks like, or would you all like the tour first?
Guess I'll get the hint first.
I guess the party would like the hint first.
She begins to leave the room. She goes, "Oh, given how fervent Nori was with the tour, I assumed y'all would like that." She has a sort of a hand on the archway as she's getting ready to leave. She says, "For your third hint, the holder of the coin knows you're not cultists." And she leaves the room.
All right, I want the tour now. Oh, go back!
There goes that little thumb.
As she leaves the room, you look over at Captain Othelstan, who has a hand on his sword, but he doesn't move to do anything. He says, "Well,
Hello.
that was your third hint. Are y'all gonna take a guess?"
How do you know we're
Do
not
you have to
cultists?
guess right now?
He sort of firms his grip around his sword and says, "Or are you all refusing to play?"
No.
All right, 1v5. Let's kill him.
No. Does the answer have to be given as soon as the third hint was given?
No, it's just you'll win if you get it right.
Yeah.
I think we need some time to go over our hints in order to come up
I
with
think it's
the
forearms.
answer. No, it's not forearms.
Of all the people, it is.
I think it's my sexy orc lady.
No.
Did y'all want to go on a tour, or do y'all want to just call it a night?
I like to go on a tour.
Okay.
I like to take a tour of that hot tub with the you-know-who.
The sky in purple.
Yeah, this guy. I'll say he leads you around. There's really not that much more on this floor, as you can tell. Like this is mostly bedrooms up here.
Like it's
Like
the last two
some of
that
the
we.
guards sleep up here. All of these are bed chambers over here. The only real places of note are in here. This is like an armory where there's a number of different weapons, weapons and armor, essentially set up for the cult. Very nicely organized, nicer than what you'd see in sort of like a normal city barracks, but not like the bank that y'all just came from heisting in terms of like treasures or anything like that. And then there's a meeting room down here. I think that's it. Yeah, the rest are like bedrooms and stuff. He also gives you a tour of the outdoor areas, which if we go back to the first floor, there's a stable and a kennel. In the kennel, you actually find this is where Trepson has wandered off to, and he's taking care of several of the. Oh, I'm trying to remember what those creatures are called. Ambush drakes. He's taking care of several of the ambush drakes out in the kennel. And as y'all walk in, he seems to be eating one of the rats that he had stowed away. Yeah. Unless y'all want to interact with him anymore, the stable, there's a couple horses in there. Notably, one of the nicer stables in the corner is empty. And you recall that Nori earlier had said that Rezmir had recently visited. He gives you all a tour of that hot tub. He said, like you said, it's almost like one of those like natural mountain springs. It's warm, so they're up in these cold mountains, and it's like some springs out behind or not the resort, the mansion. The only place he doesn't take y'all, if y'all are in the kitchen, you recall there's these stairs heading down. And he says, "Oh, it's just a cellar down there. Nothing to be worried about."
Oh, okay.
And then I
That's
think
not
on the
intriguing at all.
main floor, the only thing y'all hadn't seen was what number is that? 6. There's sort of a parlor room over here, which is where I'm going to say probably Nori has gone. Yeah, you find him sort of angrily in this room, behind the desk, looking at a bookshelf. And Talis has gone down there with him, seemingly having a stern conversation with him. And he's still quite fuming, upset when y'all enter the room. When y'all enter, he sort of turns around and says, "Oh, my apologies for leaving so abruptly. I think I had just eaten something wrong and decided I needed to leave."
It happens.
Can you give
Not
me
every
Ava, since you're the first one, or Ava, since you're the first one responding, can you give me a perception check?
16.
Despite being very angry, he doesn't seem like hostile.
I think he's sus while I'm sipping my ale because I'm carrying around another mug.
Fair enough. All right, anything else y'all would like to do before regrouping for the night? I think they would expect y'all to give them your first guess before heading to bed.
How many guesses do we get?
After you get your third hint, you get your first guess, and then every hint afterwards, you'll get another guess. So you don't have to get like another 3.
And
you
the
just...
coin can't
Excellent.
change holders, right?
Nope, that was the first rule. Once the person's got the coin, they can't
Or are
move
they
around.
guessing too?
No, they have to get their 3 hints. They just lost the first 3 rounds. So, and again, y'all's hints were the person with the coin has neither 4 arms nor 4 legs. The leader of the group has the coin, and then the holder of the coin knows you're not cultists.
Well, I think it's between these 3 now. And
I think
considering this guy didn't come, it's between these 2 maybe.
Oh, well, he's with y'all on the tour.
Oh.
He's the one guiding the tour.
He hasn't spoken much.
Y'all forgot who has y'all's coin?
No.
We have a group chat.
Okay.
Yeah,
We know who has it.
Okay.
You just have to scroll up.
I was like, damn, I mean, I wanted this to go fast. I did not intend for them to lose the first 3 rounds. I wanted them to win at least one of them.
Yeah, I think we'll go with that hint.
Or
that guess. Because I think that'll
as a reminder, it's Talis with the crow mask. And then we've got Captain Othelstan with the Pegasus mask. You got Nori with the white dragon mask. Trepsin has the snapping turtle mask, and Kusfia has a mouse mask on.
All right, 4 arms can be eliminated for sure.
If you recall, they've been referring to each other by the name of their mask.
Yeah.
So the hint could mean other things.
Oh. What is this guy's mask beside us?
He has the Pegasus mask.
I thought she had the Pegasus mask.
She has the crow.
She has a crow mask.
And then he has the
white dragon.
And then big lady has
Is a mouse.
The mouse.
Somebody looking up if mice have 4 legs or if those are considered arms.
All right.
Yeah, of the 5, the only one y'all haven't seen in a little bit is Kusfia.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I've
All
got
right,
her on
we're
the
gonna
thing here,
guess.
but I'll say y'all haven't seen her.
We're guessing the crow.
We'll guess the crow.
Y'all guessing Talis?
Mhm.
Yeah.
As y'all say that, I'll say Nori begins looking very frightened. And Talis takes off her mask and reaches into her pocket and pulls out a coin. She said, "Oh, you all are clever." At this point, Nori gets down on all 4s and begins apologizing to her. He's like, "I'm so sorry. I tried to play like the leader role, just like you said. I tried to be charismatic and authoritative." And
is this Nori beside us?
No, Nori's the dwarf who was standing over there near her.
No. I want to laugh. It's like, yeah, sorry, you came off as too angry.
You tell me 4 arms wasn't the leader. Yeah, Trepsin comes out with an English accent. And he's like, well. Who would have guessed it was me all along? Theo. Nori is just apologizing. Sorry, what's her name? Talis sort of looks down at him, just gives him a hard kick to the ribs, and then looks at you all and said, "Well, I can see why you all have been giving giving Resmir quite the challenge. She did warn us ahead of time that you'd be coming, but I didn't think you'd be this good.
Resmir secretly likes us. Just gives a wink.
She just laughs and says, I wouldn't say it that way. She included quite a few expletives. It seems she knows what a few of you look like, but for the large part, she just said it was some agents from Skag that were on her trail.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
In front of you, you can see that Captain Athelstan, his grip is still sort of firm on his sword, but again, not showing any outward hostility.
So,
He does
what's
seem
the
ready.
reward for winning the game?
Oh, that's right.
A
I
free night
suppose I do
and
provide you a reward.
no bloodshed?
It all depends on you all, I suppose. You see, I'm a bit of the what you might call the old guard in the cult. I think the way things are going is a bit out of pocket, a bit too attention grabbing. Perhaps like our friend Nori here. She gives him another kick in the ribs. He says, "Oh!" Sort of falls over. I prefer more subtle activities, kind of like what you all participated in here.
Yeah.
What would you all say to potentially going and showing Resmir a little bit of who's who? And if I could ask a favor, there's another person I'd love for you all to just pay a visit to.
Oh, so now you're trying to hire us.
Well, be more like me scratching your back, y'all scratching mine, that sort of arrangement.
Oh, right. Did you need that coin back?
She sort of looks at you and says, well, keep it. You'll need it.
Okay.
She says, so, what do you say? I've already given you your reward, the coin. But what to do with it? What to do?
Well, team, scratch for a scratch.
Mm-hmm. Go on.
So
What are they scratching?
Are y'all agreeing to it? You get the sense that it's come to the point now where it's, truth's out there. She's giving y'all an offer. It's either this or scrap.
Right.
Essentially, what she's saying is she's going to provide y'all information about, like, the coin has some value clearly. She's willing to sort of point y'all in the right direction, betray her order in exchange for the promise that y'all go after somebody in particular who she's alluded to.
Are we allowed to get a little bit more detail on this person you're wanting done with? Is it
Well, I
someone
suppose
who's
that's
within the faction, or is this
only fair. Yes.
Okay.
Y'all have already met or at least heard of Resmir, correct?
That's the Dragonborn chick, right?
Yes, she's
It's not
the
the Red Wizard
large
of
black
Fae.
dragonborn woman. Yeah, the Wizard of the Fae. No. She says, "Are you familiar with our terminology? Our leaders, the Worm Speakers."
Mm. We have a little bit of knowledge in that section. They talk with the dragons.
Says that's right. Each of these Worm Speakers are considered sort of leaders within our group, and each are associated with one of the 5 types of chromatic dragons. So you're familiar with Resmir. She's the Black Worm Speaker. There's also, she begins listing them off. Severin the Red, Galvin the blue, Narenvain the green, which, if y'all recall, y'all have actually heard of a Narenvain, uh, who was the son of the leader of, what's her name? That circle, not the Circle of Druids, but the, what was that faction? Sony, I think it was the one you joined. The Emerald Enclave, the son of the leader of the Emerald Enclave. His son's name was Narenvain. Maybe just a connection. Y'all can't really know for sure until y'all interact with them. Then Resmir the Black, who you all know, and then the one who I'm after, Varam the White. And you, at this point, you notice that like she and all the other members here all have a variety of like white cloaks on.
Okay. Okay. Well, what would the party like to do? Shall we go on a hit and get 2 high-ranking cultist members, or
My
pick a
mind
fight?
is telling me no, but my body's telling me something else.
Your body wants to get in that hot tub with that lady.
Oh, damn straight.
Because of course, yes, y'all are welcome to stay the night if you agree to our terms.
All right, free hot tub.
No, free hot tub for you guys.
Is the hot tub big enough for everyone to get in there?
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
it's
no.
like a spring.
Oh,
There's
perfect.
plenty of room.
Yeah,
Is
well,
there
you
any-
can have.
Is there any separate hot springs?
Nope, just
There's
the
a
one big one.
bathtub.
All right, I build a wall, section you guys off, get out of here.
I think if the party wants to, I'm inclined to get the information and do the hit, because we're after Resmir anyways. And taking out more of the cultist worm speakers would probably be more beneficial.
Is that what y'all want to do?
Oh yeah, it gives me a chance to score with my lady.
Let's do.
I mean, y'all have interacted with like the cult enough that like by being Dragonborn, particularly chromatic Dragonborn, y'all do send like the cultists seem to trust y'all a little bit more. At least those of you that are Dragonborn. It doesn't automatically get you any sort of treatment, but there's a little bit of trust there. Okay. In that case, unless anybody else wants to do otherwise, I'm going to take it y'all are going for the information. 3, 2, 1. All right. In that case, y'all are going to have a temporary alliance, I guess we would say, here with Talis and her group. She gives you information that essentially down the mountain, down the other path from which y'all came up, there's a small town called Parnist. In this town, while it might seem like a normal small village, it's actually predominantly cultist agents. So while y'all would have gone down that road to proceed, without that information, y'all would have likely been ambushed, potentially injured, killed, so on, so forth. On one side of the city, there's a stable filled with, I can't remember if it's Pegasi or... I can't remember off the top of my head. There's flying creatures that are there. I can't remember if they're Pegasi or if there's some kind of... I think there's some kind of drakes that take you up there. Would be fitting with the dragon cult. And essentially you need to present this coin, and she gives you a phrase to speak to the stable holder there. And there is apparently... Talis hasn't been there herself, but apparently one of the current cult strongholds is a castle in the sky built by ancient storm giants, where the cult has essentially taken over. She does warn you that there could be dragons there. This is like one of the top strongholds of the cult as it stands, but the only way to get there is by flying.
Okay. All right, good to know. And up
So
there we'll
you'll have the
find.
coin that you need to get there. You have the passphrase now, and you know ahead of time that Parnast is full of cultist agents.
And the person we're trying to find up in that stronghold is the white worm speaker.
He says, well, y'all are hot on Resmir's tail, so I assume she'll be there. I don't know where Varam is. It seems that all the worm speakers are being called together for something, but I don't know if he'll be there or not. Each of them operates somewhat independently.
What was the phrase that we had to use?
I don't have one. I can make it up. But
He'll give it to
Buga.
us when we get there. Okay. All right. Sounds good.
glory flies upon the wings of dragons or something like that.
I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder here. Hopefully,
Thesera, if you ask that to Talis, like, what is she to this group? She's a very high-ranking member of the White Order of the Cult of the Dragon. So, like, if Varam gets taken out, she's potentially the next leader of her
next in
sect.
line.
Black Order, Resimir actually is a new up-and-comer herself, and she's very distrusting of others. So she doesn't have, like, a lieutenant in the same way that Talis here is serving. Talis tells you that Varam actually knows that Talis hates her, or hates him, and he glories in the fact that he can sort of lord his title over her, his title and his power, and that's why he keeps her around, and she just absolutely hates him. Well, part of the reason she might be mistreating Nori here is she tells you to keep a watch out for him, that he has a white mask in the shape of a dragon, and that he is a dwarf like her friend Nori here. So not all the leaders are dragonborn.
Okay, good to know. I'm gonna put my hand on this guy's shoulder, hopefully to ease the tension a little bit. Be like, well, I think we've come to a deal then.
Yeah, she beat the shit out of it. Yeah, exactly.
I'll be like, well, handshake. Seal the deal.
y'all shake hands. Y'all agree. Y'all are welcome to the grounds for the rest of the night. And in fact, I'll even give y'all some of the treasure that you could have gotten.
If we decide to fight.
If y'all had decided to fight. I'm not going to give it all. Would anybody be interested in a +1 spear called Dragon Gleam that has charges of the daylight spell?
Man, I do got a poison spear. If no one wants it, I'll claim it.
I was gonna say, I think your spear is better than this one, but
Okay.
it could be useful as like a backup utility item
Throwing
for
spear.
somebody, since it has the daylight spell attuned to it.
Yeah, what Squeeb said, dual wield both spears.
Dual wielding both. I think you need an add-on for that, or not an add-on.
I am the add-on.
During that time skip, that's what he works on.
Trains in the
How to dual
spear.
wield spears.
We've got that. There's chainmail +1.
There's a feat for dual wielding.
That's what I was thinking of. I think there's a feat because it's a versatile weapon. You can normally only dual wield for like dexterity-based weapons.
Woo! Which is what I do.
Yeah. There's also a Wand of Winter.
I'll take that. No other magic users in our group.
And I think I said a chainmail +1, right? So she provides you with some goodies, a goodie bag on the way out.
What's the wand do?
I can put it in the chat. It essentially has some charges that you can use to cast spells. You may want to give it to Thesera just because she has the ability to do extra damage with her frost stuff.
Nah.
So up to y'all.
Kil'Kash wants to become a fairy.
This is the Wand of Winter. Can somebody actually click on this Dragon Gleam one and let me know if y'all can see that? I don't know if it's only visible to me because I have the
It's just
Tyranny
saying,
Dragon thing.
I think
yeah.
both are only visible to you because you have the actual.
Okay, I thought it might be.
Same.
Let me see if I can
Just
Because
find
it
the
gives me
alternate
the
links.
option to buy the
Yeah, same.
Oh
book.
yeah, I can screenshot it. That's a good idea. All right, well, while I'm doing that, is there anything else y'all want to do while we're wrapping up this chapter? As a reminder, we're not leveling up here, because this was truly meant to be like a night stop or like a couple days at most.
I've
But
asked
we
to
will be rolling after. We will be leveling up after the final chapter before we go into part 2.
Level 20, max stats.
Ava has to take a quick trip to the bathroom to go fetch coin.
Go fetch a coin.
Yeah.
What? It's the super safest secret hiding spot.
Is that where y'all? So somebody was supposed to have it on their person at all times.
Yeah, Ava had it.
It's more like in their person.
It was
Oh.
in my person, but I mean,
Oh my god.
it's still on my person. It was wrapped up nice.
Oh my god. Goodness
Uh,
gracious.
I'm a freaking
everyone's
rogue assassin. It's not
I rolled
unusual.
so freaking poorly, guys. Oh my god.
I had the
I had like
perfect
2
head
nat
tail.
1s off rip, and then I had like I was rolling a bunch of like 8s and 12s when y'all were getting like 16s and 20s. That was awful. That's Dragon Gleam, Chainmail +1. Y'all can find easily enough, but I'll put it in chat. Chainmail +1. And then the Wand of Winter, which is a standard item, so if anybody needs to look it up, they can. But here is what I've got. Somebody rolling right now?
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, what is that? Cool. Okay, y'all stay the night. Y'all all rest in the springs. It's a long rest, so everybody's fully healed. Get all your slots back. Is Ava gonna try to move the plate of armor out of her room before she goes to sleep in there?
No, I'm going to provoke the plate of fire and be like, well, if you're going to keep peeking on me, you better come over here at the very least and show your face.
It doesn't react at all.
It's like, all right, fine. Be that way. I'll move my rat over here. You can watch me for the night.
Your rat just stays ready to defend you against this giant hulking suit of armor.
Both rats.
Yeah. Thesera stays in the room with you, and your rats are on defense. Cool. In that case, does anybody have any questions before we go and prep for the next chapter?
Yeah, am I able to score with my lady friend yet?
No, she's not allowed to. She turns out she's the maid for the facilities, and she's not supposed to interact with people outside the game.
Technically, we're not outside, we're inside.
You're outside the game. Like, it's no longer game time. She's just a servant.
Damn. Still, never hurts to try.
It was worth a try.
I even had all that stuff to make for her. What a bitch. Let me on. Typical woman. I got my ale. We're good. I'm getting drunk tonight, boys.
Cool. All right. All good?
Yep.
All right, break. We'll call it there.
Woo.
Y'all leave the next day before having heard any of the screams coming from the basement and being able to rescue anybody from there. But we'll just move on.
Oh.
on to the next.
Rest in peace. Eh.
All right. To be fair, y'all may have upset them if y'all tried to take their captives or anything like that. So y'all have your alliance, as unsteady as it may be, and y'all have your next steps to reach out to the floating castle in the sky, where we'll have our finale for part 1.
Finale.
And then we level up to level 20, and then we just wreck everyone's butthole.
Yep, immediately up to level 20, become gods, and go from there.
Are we going to get One Pieced?
This
For
is
time
just
skip?
season 1.
Yes.
There's a
Yes.
scene in One Piece where everyone gets separated for 2 years.
Yeah, 2-year time.
Oh
skip.
yeah. I mean, y'all don't have to necessarily get separated. Like I said, y'all are welcome to go your own ways for part of it. If you want to group up for parts of it, whatever y'all think is appropriate. Just let's keep that dialogue open as to what it is you think your character will do. I am down to give like mini feats, magic items, skill improvements. Like we'll figure out what is appropriate depending on what it is y'all go and spend your time on. Because we are going to say it's going to be like a year plus that y'all are separated for reasons that y'all don't know yet.
Sweet.
All right, Kil'Kash, all of his ability scores go to 1 for disrespecting. There we go. Sounds fair. Yeah, that's totally fair.
Nah.
Imagine having -5s on all your on all your checks. That'd be
Damn.
crazy.
That's what I feel with my strength.
I just love that image of her getting on her tiptoes trying to reach this like heavy helmet and just slipping on it and not being able to do anything.
I should have freaking summoned my mage hand and did it.
Well, I mean, the whole point of it was that like it was a magic like suit of armor, like sort of security system. Like even Squeeb couldn't pull its head off because that would essentially be just like killing it instantly. And I'm like, okay, you're gonna have to get like at least a 25 or a 30 to like.
I figured it
that.
was probably like one of those golems or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
security.
figured because there was the dwarf guy, and then I was like, oh, we've dealt with this before. It's probably a friggin'
Probably some
cannibal
constructs
thing.
again.
Yeah.
Yep, just a little security system. There are a couple others littered around, but that was the main one y'all ran into. Cool. All right, well, if y'all don't have any other questions, I will talk to you all later. Plan to play next week again? Yes?
What's next week? Hold on, let me look.
I assume we'll be back to our normal schedule of almost every week. You be out of town? Okay, well, if anybody else
I
is
will
out
be
or
able
has
to.
to cancel.
Yeah, I think I'll have to double check. I'll type in the regular chat. But I'll let you guys know because I think I got something going on that Sunday.
Okay. Because I think the next session we have, it'll probably be fine if one person misses. After that, I'd probably like to have everybody there if we can, because this is the finale. Finale of the first part, anyways. So, like, as much as we can, I'd like to have everybody there, especially since Sab's schedule works now. But once we get back to the beginning of part 2, we'll probably go back to no more than one person can miss. But if one person has to miss, it's not the end of the world. Sound good?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, I will talk to you all later. Have a great rest of your weekend.
You too. See you.